Welcome to Stories for Sleep, where we drift through the night together, not in darkness, but in the gentle light of hundreds of billions of stars. Tonight, you will hear the universe tell the story of the giant home we live in, the Milky Way, a spiral of light, more than 100,000 light years across, where billions of suns burn, billions of worlds spin, and among them all, our tiny Earth is but a dreaming speck of dust. Yet wonderfully, that speck of dust has its head raised, looking up at the sky, asking itself, "Where am I in this endless sea of stars?" Tonight, you will find the answer, not by reason, but by the stillness of the soul. For every star out there is a lullaby of the cosmos, and each breath you take is the breath of the Milky Way. When you close your eyes, the sky is still there, not above you, but all around you, embracing you in the arms of light, dust, and time, because you are not only looking at the Milky Way, you are inside it. From a human vantage point, the Milky Way is only a faint band of light running across the night sky, but in truth, it is the gigantic home of more than 400 billion stars, a field of light stretching over 100,000 light years, slowly turning around a blazing center where a supermassive black hole hides, silently holding everything from drifting apart. If you could see the whole Milky Way from the outside, you would witness a spiraling dance, soft and deep as the breath of a living being, because the Milky Way is not merely a physical structure. It is an evolving entity. It is alive. Before Earth, before the Sun, before humans appeared, the Milky Way already existed. It was born more than 13 billion years ago from primordial clouds of hydrogen remnants left after the Big Bang. In the darkness of the early universe, enormous clouds of gas gathered, collapsed under gravity, and for the first time light flared. That light was the first stars, candles marking the moment the universe woke. They burned bright, exploded, scattered ash and dust into space, and from those dust particles, the next generations of stars were born richer, more complex, and carrying the story of time within them. Thus, over billions of years, the Milky Way has continually regenerated itself from its own ashes. No one can say exactly how the Milky Way began, because it has never stopped forming. Like the human body that renews its cells each day, the Milky Way changes its skin with stars, gas, and dust. It swallows smaller galaxies, absorbs their energy, matter, and orbits, then blends them into its structure. Satellite galaxies, as small as Sagittarius or Canis Major, are being stretched, torn apart, and dissolved into the Milky Way, like small rivers pouring into an ocean. The Milky Way eats, digests, and renews no different from Earth absorbing the sun's energy and transforming itself to continue living. Even galaxies are not eternal. They evolve, collide, and begin again. Even galaxies are not eternal. They evolve, collide, and then begin again. If you imagine the Milky Way as an organism, the stars are its cells. They are born inside stellar nurseries, dense clouds of dust. Within them, gas and dust cluster, temperatures rise, and suddenly light flares up. A new star is born. When a star dies, it leaves behind dust and elements from which other stars are born. A closed, eternal, and silent cycle. Like blood circulating in a body, energy in the Milky Way flows continuously through stars, planets, and interstellar dust, keeping the system alive, never still. The ancient Greeks called it Galaxius Kyklos, the circle of milk. The Chinese called it the Silver River. The Maya saw it as the cosmic snake, bringing life from the sky to Earth. But, whatever the name, every civilization sensed one thing. The Milky Way is not only light, it is memory. Each faint speck of light in the sky is a remote past, a candle that has been burning for millions of years, and its light has only just reached your eyes tonight. That means, when you look up at the sky, you are looking into the past. You are seeing what once existed, and in that moment, you are also in the flow of time. Just as Earth revolves around the Sun and the entire solar system orbit the center of the Milky Way. Such an orbit takes about 225 million years. Astronomers call that a galactic year. When the Milky Way completes one orbit, Earth has passed through countless eras. Dinosaurs appeared and disappeared. Mountains rose and eroded, and humans have appeared only in the last instant of that year. In other words, each time the Milky Way returns to the same place, the whole history of Earth has been written anew. 225 million years, one breath of the galaxy, one blink of the universe, and the entire history of humanity is but a faint exhale in the long song of the Milky Way. The Milky Way has many arms. Each arm is a river of stars, dust, and energy. Our solar system lies in the Orion Arm, a quiet region between two larger branches where the light is just right and the radiation is not too intense for life to form. Coincidence, but not entirely, for within the chaos of the universe, everything finds its harmonious place. If Earth were closer, radiation from the galactic center could scorch everything. If farther away, there would not be enough heavy elements to form life. It is a miracle that we are in the right place, at the right time, in the right embrace of the Milky Way. The Milky Way does not stand still. It moves, transforms, and will change shape over time. In a few billion years, it will collide with the Andromeda Galaxy, its largest neighbor in the universe. The two galaxies will crash into each other, twist, and merge into a new galaxy, Milky Way. But do not fear. No star will necessarily hit another. No planet must break apart. They will only change orbits, merely rearranging positions in the cosmic music. Like all life on Earth, the Milky Way dies and is reborn at the same time. Nothing lasts forever, but nothing is entirely lost. Stars die to give birth to elements. Galaxies dissolve to create new light. And each time we look up at the sky, we see life renewing itself through its own deaths. The Milky Way is the greatest testament to that eternity does not lie in permanence, but in motion. Even galaxies are not eternal. They evolve, collide, and begin again. Even galaxies are not eternal. They change, collide, and begin again. And perhaps, because we were born within the Milky Way, within each of us there is a part of the universe's breath. Our hearts beat like the galactic center turning. Our lungs breathe like the arms of stars moving. Our thoughts spread like the light of billions of suns. We do not just live in the galaxy. We are the galaxy, a small rhythm within the endless flow of light and darkness. The Milky Way is alive not as a thing, but as a rhythm. And tonight, as you breathe, it breathes with you. On the night sky, the Milky Way appears motionless, a soft strip of light draped across the dark, still as a ribbon of eternity. But in reality, it is not at rest. Inside that stillness, billions of suns move, clouds of gas drift, and the galaxy itself as a vast body eats, breathes, and grows every second. When we say eat, we usually think of a living creature. But the Milky Way, though a colossal celestial object, has its own instinct to survive. For billions of years, it has swallowed thousands of smaller galaxies, dwarf satellites, silently circling it like fragments of the past. One of them is the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, a tiny galaxy being stretched, twisted, and dissolved into the Milky Way. If you look to the sky with the most powerful telescopes, you will see a faint stream of stars, like a river of light, flowing around us, the trail of an absorbed galaxy. The galaxy is stitched from the ruins of 1,000 smaller worlds. In human terms, when two civilizations meet, there is often war, chaos, and dissolution. But in the universe, when two galaxies meet, they do not destroy, they merge. Astronomers call this galactic mergers, galactic amalgamations. There is no explosion, no breaking, only streams of stars slowly intertwining, orbits gradually winding, light blending into a new spiral. As if two souls meet, recognize their common origin from stardust, and melt into one another, without struggle, without resistance. That is how the universe heals itself. If you could observe the Milky Way from the outside and speed time up across billions of years, you would see it like a gigantic tapestry, woven by curling threads of light stellar streams, remnants of ancient collisions. Each stellar stream is a story that once existed, a galaxy swallowed, a memory still moving within the Milky Way. Astronomers can trace them like archaeologists, following the bones of history to read how the galaxy grew, piece by piece, light by light. If you zoom in very slowly, you will see ragged bands like threads across the sky, shimmering like silver. They are the veins of the galaxy, where light still flows and memory still beats. When the Milky Way swallows a smaller galaxy, it does not merely take mass and energy, it absorbs the history of that galaxy. The stars from the devoured world mix into the new structure, becoming part of a spiral arm or a halo surrounding the center. As if the universe never wastes memory, everything is reused, given new shape, living in a new context, and continuing to tell stories through light. In the Milky Way, there is no annihilation. There is only transformation. When two galaxies collide, gravitational waves distort orbits, gas and dust compress, and in that chaos, new stars ignite. Light is born from collision. Life in the physical sense is born from rupture. But the Milky Way does more than eat, it breathes. Like the human body, the galaxy has processes of absorption and release of energy. When new stars are born, they blow stellar winds, hot gas and plasma streaming through space. When stars die, they explode, returning material to the surrounding environment. Those materials drift away, blend into the interstellar medium, and then, over millions of years, gather again to make new stars. That is the breath of the galaxy. An inhalation star formation, an exhalation supernova. Thus, across billions of years, the galaxy breathes in light. Every wound in the universe is healed by time, and the Milky Way is no exception. Each collision leaves rips, but over millions of years, gravity sews them back. Light weaves them into new shapes. Like skin after a scar, the galaxy heals through its own memory. Stellar streams, the bands of stars left after collisions, do not vanish. They become patterns in the spiral tapestry. Those curves of light are the handwriting of time, the universe recording what it has experienced. There are no words in the cosmos, no voices, only light, the only language the universe needs. Each star is a letter, each galaxy a sentence, and the Milky Way is the longest poem the cosmos has ever written. Each photon of light you see tonight has traveled thousands, millions of years to reach your eyes. It carries the memory of collisions, the breath of stellar explosions, and the lullaby of ancient gas clouds. You are not merely gazing at the sky, you are reading the Milky Way's diary, written in light and time. Right now, as you read these lines, the Milky Way is still feeding, still weaving, still breathing. Smaller satellite galaxies continue to be drawn in and dissolved into the spiral arms, like small streams flowing into a great river. And the Milky Way, like a river of light, continues to expand its borders, drifting slowly, permanently. never stopping. If you imagine the universe as a fabric, the Milky Way is its most intricate pattern. Each thread is a stellar stream, each knot a collision, each shade a bygone era. And that tapestry is still being woven by the invisible hand of gravity, by the breath of light, by the heartbeat of the central black hole. No one weaves, no one controls, yet everything is perfectly connected. The galaxy breathes, not in air or sound, but in the weaving of stars, the silent rhythm of creation and memory. And when you look up at the night sky, remember that light is not merely far away, it passes through you. For every atom in your body was once part of that tapestry, a grain of stardust, a remnant of an ancient collision, a thread of light rewoven into life. The Milky Way is not just where you live, it is you. And in the slow breathing of the universe, simply close your eyes, feel your heartbeat, and know you are breathing with the galaxy. The Milky Way is not a flat painting on the night sky. It is a three-dimensional body in motion, with a heart, arms, skin, and a skeleton. If you imagine yourself drifting within it, each star around you is a cell, each orbit a blood vessel, and each streak of dust a bioelectrical current of the cosmos. We live inside a being of light. At the center of the Milky Way is Sagittarius A, times a supermassive black hole, more than 4 million times the mass of the Sunday. When we hear black hole, we often think of swallowing, of destruction. But in truth, the black hole is the heart of the galaxy. It does not kill light, it keeps light together. The enormous gravity of Sagittarius A times holds hundreds of billions of stars in orbit, keeping the entire galaxy from disintegrating, from drifting apart, from losing one another. In its utter darkness, the universe finds balance. The black hole is not an end. It is a heart that holds the stars together. Viewed from afar, the Milky Way's core is a dim, luminous sphere where millions of stars crowd together, orbiting the center in a swirling dance, brilliant, hot, yet peaceful. If the human heart beats about 100,000 times a day, the galaxy's heartbeat is measured in stellar orbits, each taking hundreds of thousands of years. And though we cannot hear that beat, it still echoes through space, in every photon, in every radio wave that telescopes capture. From the central core, a long, bright bar extends on both sides. Astronomers call this the galactic bar, and its shape seen from afar resembles a peanut made of stars. This is the backbone of the galaxy, an energy stream slowly rotating around the center, coordinating the movement of the spiral arms, like a spine that helps a body stay balanced. Stars in the central bar are older, warmer, and their motion helps push material outward, triggering star formation in the arms. The bar is the symphony that connects the heart to the hands, the path along which light is transmitted, and the galaxy's life continues to spread. From the bar, spiral arms reach out, circling the galaxy like giant ribbons. This is where new stars are born, the youngest, brightest, and most lively regions of the Milky Way. In the mix of dust and hydrogen, gravity compresses matter until suddenly a star is born. Beside it, planets form, and perhaps one day, a small creature will look up and ask where it came from. That is how the Milky Way continually renews itself. The spiral arms are the universe's nurseries. There, light is not merely emitted, it is created. Each arm is a river of time. Young, hot, bright stars at the edges. Older, red, fading stars deeper inside. And so, through each motion, the Milky Way recounts its own life cycle. The spiral arms are where stars are born, the hands of the galaxy creating its own light. If the core is the heart, the bar, the spine, the arms, the creative hands, then the halo is the thin skin enveloping the entire galaxy. It is faint, almost invisible, but extends many times beyond the bright disk we see. Within that halo are the oldest stars, remnants from when the galaxy first formed. They drift silently, like memory cells holding the DNA of the early cosmos. And there is one more thing there: dark matter. When scientists observe the motion of stars at the edge of the galaxy, they notice something strange. Their rotation speed is too high for the visible mass. If only the mass of stars and dust were present, the Milky Way would have torn itself apart long ago. So what holds it together? What allows billions of stars to orbit the center without flying off into space? The answer lies in what we cannot see: dark matter. Dark matter does not emit light, does not absorb, does not reflect light. We cannot see it, but it is everywhere. It constitutes more than 85% of the galaxy's mass. It creates an invisible skeleton to which light is bound, a frame that keeps everything in shape. Without it, the Milky Way would disintegrate. Light would scatter, and all we know would vanish into silence. Dark matter, the invisible skeleton of the cosmos. There is a paradox in the universe. We can see only 15% of what truly exists. The remaining 85% is darkness. Yet that darkness gives form to the light. What we do not see keeps what we do see standing, stable, and radiant. The Milky Way's beauty is not only in its curling bands of light, but in the balance between what is seen and what is unseen. Light cannot exist without darkness, just as breath cannot enter without the pause of silence. The true beauty of the cosmos does not lie in the burning light, but in the invisible hand that keeps it burning. Thus, the Milky Way is not merely a collection of stars, dust, and gas. It is a complete body, with a heart, the central black hole, a spine, the bar, hands, the spiral arms, skin, the halo, and an invisible skeleton, dark matter. But every body, however vast, needs a soul. That soul is motion, the slow, steady rhythm of hundreds of billions of stars orbiting one another without touching. If you close your eyes and listen, perhaps you will sense, in the stillness of the night, the Milky Way is breathing, and in that breath, you also exist. The beauty of the galaxy is not in the stars that shine, but in the darkness that lets them stay together. The Milky Way never stands still. Each star within it, from the tiniest ones to the giant supergiants, is moving, not straight, but along graceful, curved orbits, calm as a breath. If you could speed time up by millions of years in a second, you would see the galaxy rotate like a gigantic flower of light, opening, contracting, twisting upon itself a music that never stops. Stars in the Milky Way do not rotate at the same speed. Stars near the center move faster, stars at the edge move slower, but not according to the Newtonian expectations we once had. According to classical physics, distant stars should slow down, like distant planets orbiting the sun more slowly than those near the Sunday. But in practice, the rotation speed of stars at the periphery is nearly the same as those near the center, a paradox, something illogical in Newton's eyes. And from that paradox, the Milky Way's beauty arises. The spiral arms, stars, rotating at different speeds, stretch clouds of gas and dust, creating spirals, not fixed structures, but waves of perpetual motion. Galactic arms are not objects. They are a moving illusion, like waves across the sea that guide stars into and out of them, while the wave shape persists. The arms of the Milky Way are not fixed. They are waves, ripples in a living ocean of stars. The Milky Way's arms are not fixed. They are ripples in the living ocean of stars. Without dark matter, the Milky Way's rotation would tear itself apart. Stars would be flung from their orbits, and the galaxy would scatter like dust on the wind. But dark matter, invisible, silent, holds everything together. It is the galaxy's deep breath, an inaudible background pulse that allows the whole music to play. If light is the speech of the universe, dark matter is the silence between those words, the pause necessary for the story to continue. Within the galaxy's grand rotation, stars live and die. And when they die, they do not fade quietly. They explode. A stellar explosion, or supernova, is one of the most powerful phenomena in the cosmos. It occurs when a star exhausts its fuel, its core collapses, and its outer layers are hurled outward at thousands of kilometers per second. In that moment, iron, gold, silver, zinc, calcium, every heavy element in your body was forged in the fire of death. Every atom of iron in your blood, every trace of gold on your skin, all born in the death of stars. A supernova is the galaxy's powerful exhale. All the energy compressed over millions of years is released in a brilliant outburst. Yet paradoxically, that explosion sows the seeds of new life. The debris, dust, and elements fly away, settle, and then gather into gas clouds, and after millions of years, a new star is born. Death does not end. It transforms. If you observe the Milky Way in infrared, you will see another picture, light obscured by interstellar dust. Dark bands crossing the galaxy are not empty voids, but dense clouds containing carbon, silicon, and ices. They absorb light, hiding the star's brilliance, and it is within that darkness that new stars are incubated. Dust thought to block light is in fact the womb of light. In each tiny grain of dust may be water, carbon, and the material of life. Dust is not emptiness. It is where the universe dreams new stars. Nothing in the galaxy is wasted. No light, no atom, no death is pointless. Stars die, dust falls, new stars are born. Thus, the universe recycles itself. Every atom in you, in the breath you just took, once belonged to a star that died billions of years ago. One day, our sun will explode, casting golden dust into space, and from those grains perhaps a new world will form, and some creature will look up and ask, where do we come from? Every atom in your body has passed through this cycle. The galaxy breathes in time with its stars. Imagine taking a deep breath. Air enters your lungs, carrying oxygen produced in the bellies of stars. Then you exhale, returning carbon to the air which will nourish plants, return to the sky, and perhaps one day become part of another world. Like you, the Milky Way inhales and exhales, but its breath spans millions of years, across cycles of birth and death, explosion and cooling, then reigniting. This is the breath of eternity. If you look at the night sky, you are seeing life and death at once. Light from young stars, life being born. Light from old red stars, death occurring. But there is no boundary, no end, only transformation. Life does not oppose death. They are two beats of the same breath. When stars die, the galaxy exhales. When stars are born, the galaxy inhales. And between those beats, the cosmos maintains a perfect balance, like a human between two heartbeats. Life and death are not opposites. They are two halves of the same breath. And now, as you sit still, inhale, then exhale, you are doing what the Milky Way does. When you sleep, your body's cells regenerate. When stars die, the galaxy regenerates itself. You are a miniature version of the universe. A tiny galaxy with a core as its heart, orbits as its blood vessels, and the eternal rotation of light as its breath. When you breathe, the galaxy breathes with you. Oh, in the Milky Way's symphony, there are bright notes, the young stars and low ancient notes nearly fading into silence, the oldest stars, witnesses of time. While young light radiates from the spiral arms, out in the distant halo the ancient stars still burn small, faint, almost invisible to the naked eye. In the halo surrounding the Milky Way hide stars older than our planet. They were born more than 13 billion years ago, when the universe was only just learning to shine. These stars are not as brilliant as the Sunday. They are weak, dim, nearly invisible to our eyes. But if you could see them, you would find in their light the memory of the earliest times. They are the galaxy's first breaths, the ashes remaining from when the cosmos first learned to glow. By measuring the ratios of elements in them, scientists can hear the voice of the past, a time with no carbon, no iron, only hydrogen and helium, the first two elements of existence. The oldest stars are whispers from the dawn of time. The ancient halo stars move very slowly. Their orbits take hundreds of millions of years. They no longer contribute to star formation, but they keep the galaxy's memory, like old men sitting silently on the edge of the cosmos, watching younger generations spin and smiling in quietness. Occasionally, in that peace, there are explosions. When two binary stars orbit too close to the central black hole, extreme gravitational forces can fling one star outward at over 1,000 kilometers per second, fast enough to escape the galaxy. These are called hypervelocity stars, wandering souls, cast out from their home, traveling through the cold void between galaxies, alone, with no return. Some stars are born to wander, thrown into the dark, carrying the memory of where they came from. Oh, if you could see a hypervelocity star pass, you would see it silently, solitary, racing through the void with no companion, yet still burning. Not because anyone watches it, but because burning is its essence. Like many lonely souls in life, these stars exist outside any orbit, and for that reason they hold a boundless beauty. If hypervelocity stars are solitary travelers, rogue planets, planets wandering without a sun, are children left in the dark. They once orbited a star, until collision or gravitational nudges sent them away, out of orbit, into the cold eternity of space. No light, no warmth. They drift forever between the void, lonely, frozen spheres. Yet even in that absolute darkness, there is internal energy. Their cores remain hot, and sometimes, beneath thick layers of ice, liquid water may exist, and perhaps a tiny form of life. Rogue planets remind us that being lost is not the same as ending. In darkness, silent life may wait to be discovered. Even in darkness, a planet may still keep its warmth. Throughout the galaxy, there are faint spherical patches like clouds of light slowly expanding. These are supernova remnants, the shells left behind by past stellar explosions. When a star dies, the energy expelled pushes matter outward, and thousands of years later, shock waves still travel, lighting the surrounding dust and gas as ghosts of old light. Through a telescope, they are heartbreakingly beautiful, a hazy sphere, blue-purple or pinkish-red, floating in the dark, like the last stain of a dead star. A supernova remnant is a ghost of light, still haunting the space where a star once dreamed. And strangely, those remnants are not meaningless. It is within these ghosts of light that elements mix, gas and dust mingle, and the cycle of rebirth begins. Death, it turns out, is the first step of creation. Each star ages. Each planet drifts away. Each explosion leaves an emptiness. But the Milky Way does not die. It merely changes form. As humans change with each breath, the galaxy never loses energy. It only transfers energy from one form to another. Light becomes dust, dust becomes stars, stars become light. A perfect cycle, like a heartbeat, like an inhale and an exhale. When you look up at the night sky, what you see is not a motionless sky, but a symphony of time. Each star is a memory. Each faint halo, a primordial soul. Each speck of light you see was born, and perhaps died millions of years ago. Yet, its light still reaches here, crossing space and time to whisper to you, I am still here. And then the universe's telling slows. No more explosions, no more speed, only settling. The Milky Way breathes more slowly, like a body after a long day. Everything that once burned bright is now quiet, but not gone. Just as when you close your eyes to sleep, you do not vanish from the world. You temporarily rest within the breath of life. The galaxy sleeps, not in death, but in memory, in the silence of space. All remnants, all old light, all ancient stellar souls blend together, becoming material for future generations of light. There is no loss. There is no true death, only transformation from one form to another. The Milky Way is old but not dead. It sleeps to dream, and in that dream, new stars are being born. The galaxy is ancient, but never old. Every moment, it learns again how to shine. When the ancient stars fade, they leave not emptiness, but the raw material of life. In the darkness of stellar death, the first elements of life start forming: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, and gold. They drift into space, mix with dust and gas, and then one day gather together to breathe, to live, to love. Every carbon atom in your body was born in a dead star. Every oxygen atom in the breath you take was forged in the belly of giant supernovae. Every drop of water you drink today carries the memory of the universe. Therefore, saying we come from the stars is not merely poetic metaphor. It is physical truth. You are not made of earth. You are made of stardust. When old stars die, they explode in supernovae, casting their dusty ashes into space. Those ashes, over millions of years, merge into massive gas clouds, the stellar nurseries called nebulae. There, carbon combines with oxygen to form CO2. Hydrogen meets oxygen to become water, and in the cold breath of space, simple organic molecules arise: methane, formaldehyde, amino acids. That is the chemistry of life. Life not yet aware, it is life. Nebulae are giant clouds of gas and dust, stretching hundreds of light years, where light and darkness meet, where chaos births order. If you view the Orion Nebula through a telescope, you will see a pink-purple sea of mist, with small bright spots flickering inside. Those are newborn stars. They light up their own birthplace, like a child born, who grows and gives light to a place that was once dark. And in that haze, simple organic molecules, called prebiotic molecules, the seeds of life form. They are the first seeds of life. No DNA, no cells, just compounds capable of linking, of joining, to create greater complexity. In the heart of the nebula, chemistry becomes poetry. In the coldest regions of nebulae, temperatures are only a few tens of degrees above absolute zero. In that cold, atoms cling to dust grains, slowly building water, methane, ammonia, then more complex organic compounds. It's as if the universe is learning to write life. Not quickly, not hastily, just through millions of years of patience and silence. And then, in a rare moment, a star is born. Around it, dust and gas swirl into disks, protoplanetary disks. From those disks, planets arise, and with them, life may begin. Stars give birth not only to light, but to the possibility of life. Imagine the Milky Way as a giant laboratory, where stars are reactors, nebulae are incubators, and supernovae are enormous forges. Each Stellar cycle: birth, burning. Death is a chemical and biological process. The universe continuously recycles itself. The death of the first generation of stars created the material for the second. Then the third generation, our stars formed from everything that had come before. If the Milky Way could speak, it might whisper, "Everything I have lost, I reclaim. No ending is final." And indeed, carbon you inhale once belonged to stars. Oxygen you exhale once drifted through nebulae. Iron in your blood once lay in the core of a dead Sunday. But this story is not only physics or chemistry. It is the transformation from the inanimate to awareness, from atom to molecule, from molecule to cell, from cell to life that knows how to look up and ask, "Who am I?" Life is not an exception. It is a natural outcome of the universe's creative process. The Milky Way was set up to create life, and you are part of that design. The universe is not cold, it is patient. The universe is not cold, it is patient. More than 6 billion years ago, in a nebula not unlike Orion, a small star formed the Sunday around it. Dust swirled into planets. One of those, at just the right distance, not too hot, not too cold, was Earth. In the first few 100 million years, meteorites fell, delivering water, carbon, and amino acids. Those were the seeds the cosmos sowed on this blue planet. Perhaps the water in your veins once arrived on a comet billions of years ago. Perhaps the atoms in your body once drifted among distant nebulae. The water in your veins once drifted between stars. Earth is not an exception. It is a retelling, a small celestial body repeating what the Milky Way once did, absorbing, combining, creating, and then breathing. When humans inhale, the universe exhales. When humans exhale, the universe inhales. A perfect rhythm between light and awareness. Now, when you look up at the night sky, know this: you are not only looking at the Milky Way, you are part of it. Every atom in you was once part of the stars in those spiral arms. You are condensed light made flesh. You are the memory of the universe calling itself by name. We are the universe, becoming aware of itself. You are not small. You are just a miniature form of the galaxy. Your heart is a little black hole where love holds things together. Your bloodstream is a spiral arm, the flow of energy through the body. Your consciousness is light radiating, returning, and illuminating itself. The Milky Way creates life, and you are proof that the galaxy knows how to dream. In the dying breath of stars, in the gas clouds hidden in the void, the universe continues to whisper about beginnings. Life does not come after death. It flows through death, like breath. Only when we exhale can we inhale again. And likewise, over billions of years, the Milky Way has inhaled ashes and exhaled loving light. We die into stars, and stars are born into us. The narrator's voice now slows, like the universe's lullaby to listeners. Close your eyes. Feel the breath you carry. In that breath is oxygen. Oxygen that once resided in a star. Imagine each time you inhale, you are bringing a piece of the Milky Way into you. You and the galaxy are not separate. You are merely a way for the galaxy to experience itself. You are the Milky Way, breathing, dreaming, and remembering the stars. Now that we know the Milky Way can produce life, we will listen to it functioning as a living being, not a cold machine, but a body that breathes, trembles, and sings in silence. Your Earth orbits the Sunday. The Sun orbits the center of the Milky Way, and the whole spiral structure drifts through space at more than 2 million kilometers per hour, passing through intergalactic gas, vibrating in slow, almost imperceptible rhythms. Nothing is still. From the smallest grain of dust to the largest supergiant, Everything moves, but it moves to a rhythm. If you could speed time up millions of years in a second, you would see the Milky Way vibrate like a giant instrument, the spiral arms flexing, the galactic core oscillating, and clouds of gas pulsing like lungs inhaling and exhaling. The galaxy exhales and inhales, keeping its structure in motion across immense spans of time. The Sun, an ordinary star among hundreds of billions, also has its own rhythm. It is not stationary at the center of the Milky Way, but orbits the galactic core at 828,000 kilometers per hour. One orbit around the center takes 225 million years, called a galactic year. That means, since Earth formed, the Sun has completed only 20 galactic orbits, just 20 revolutions, and in each of those, the entire history of humankind is but a fleeting breath. But the Sun does more than orbit. It oscillates up and down across the galactic plane, like a ship riding gravitational waves. Every 60 million years, it goes up, then down, then returns to its original position, a silent motion, like a gigantic heartbeat. Our star is dancing through the galaxy, rising and falling with cosmic grace. Not only does the Sun move, but the galactic disk, a vast disk that contains hundreds of billions of stars, also gently wobbles over time. This wobble, called the galactic wobble, arises from gravitational pulls by neighboring galaxies, like Andromeda and small satellite galaxies. They tug, push, and twist, causing the galactic disk to tilt slightly, then rebalance, like a great body of water finding its plane. Thus, across hundreds of millions of years, the Milky Way gives itself a light wave, like a being sighing in sleep. If you could see the galaxy at an angle, you would observe it is not perfectly flat, but slightly warped like a soft disk. That is proof it is alive and vibrating. Nothing in this galaxy is motionless. Everything has rhythm. Everything breathes. Within the galaxy, the enormous gas clouds are not inert objects. They inhale and exhale, expand and contract, following the rhythm of energy emitted by supernovae. When a star explodes, shock waves push gas outward. The galaxy exhales. Then, as the gas cools, gravity pulls it back. The galaxy inhales. Thus unfolds a breath that spans millions of years. Each explosion, each stellar wind, each returning gas flow is a heartbeat, a cosmic breath. The Milky Way breathes in time with its stars. A rhythm so vast, it becomes silence. If you could listen with your soul's ear, you would find the universe neither loud nor completely quiet. It sings in light, in gravitational waves, in magnetic fields. Each stellar orbit, each gas oscillation, each black hole vibration is a note in the cosmic symphony. The rhythm is not hurried, not aiming for a climax. It moves steadily, deeply, and calmly like a meditation. The Milky Way does not seek an end. It sustains life through rhythm. And in that rhythm, creation, death, and rebirth merge into one single melody. Every orbit is a note, every star, a tone, every breath of the galaxy, a heartbeat in time. End of proof. Then we realize the Milky Way is not merely like a living being. It is a living being. It has a heart. The central black hole, Sagittarius A*. It has blood vessels, the spiral arms. It has skin, the faint halo. It breathes inflows and outflows of gas. It has memory, ancient halo stars. And it has life, its eternal oscillations. The Milky Way is alive, and we live inside its body. You, me, Earth, the Sun, all are cells in that giant organism. When you breathe, the galaxy breathes. When you sleep, the galaxy still dreams. You live inside a living galaxy. Every heartbeat of yours echoes a motion in the stars. If the Milky Way could feel, it would know you as part of its rhythm. Just as your heart cannot exist if your blood stops flowing, the galaxy cannot be whole if a speck of dust stops oscillating. We are not outside the universe. We are the rhythm within it. When you feel small, remember, every cell of yours vibrates at the same frequency as the stars. Every electron in you rotates in sync with photons outside. We are the small rhythm that keeps the great rhythm alive. And after listening long enough, we perceive the miracle. All movements in the galaxy rotations, oscillations, gas waves, stellar heartbeats aim toward balance. There is no true chaos, only interlaced layers of rhythm, each layer a breath in the grand whole. The universe is an endless music, and the Milky Way is a single note within that music. We are small, but not separate. When you close your eyes and hear your heartbeat, know that somewhere far away, the galaxy also beats a very slow beat, yet it aligns with you. The Milky Way is alive. It breathes, it sways, it remembers. As the galaxy's symphony slows, all motions, rotations, breaths, oscillations seem to slow. Not because they stop, but because our minds have finally synchronized with them. The Milky Way's oscillations are now but a gentle breath inside you. Light from billions of stars is no longer remote. It becomes light in your blood, in your breath, in every heartbeat. Your body, once thought finite, is woven from the universe's most ancient threads. The iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs, the calcium in your bones, all were forged in the cores of stars that died billions of years ago. The iron in your blood was forged in stars. The oxygen you breathe was sculpted in ancient explosions. When the final star of a generation dies, it does not vanish. It leaves behind debris. Those fragments drift, wander thousands of light years, combine, and by gravity's miracle, create you. You are nothing other than a song of the universe reborn. When you gaze up at the night sky, remember, you are not merely seeing the universe. You are seeing yourself in another form. Everything out there, stars, dust, planets, is made from the same atoms flowing through your body. There is no boundary between outside and inside. You are not under the sky. You are part of the sky. You are not in the universe. You are the universe, observing itself. And at the moment you realize this, loneliness dissolves. Fear vanishes. Only belonging remains. There is no you and the universe. Only one breath, one consciousness, one vast stillness. If the universe whispered anything to human ears, it would say, "You are not lost. You have never been separate." For wherever we are on a small planet, orbiting an ordinary star among hundreds of billions of stars, we are kept in the galaxy's embrace as a tiny speck of light, a fragile warmth, but one that never goes out. The Milky Way cradles us with light, and within it, we sleep, we breathe, and we continue the universe's dream. When you inhale the breath of stars. When you exhale, you return a part of yourself to the cosmos. It is the perfect cycle. Stars create you, you breathe, you live, and then you return to the stars. No loss, only transformation. You are the Milky Way's continuation, just as the Milky Way continues the generations of dead stars. Nothing truly ends in the universe. It simply becomes something new. Now, as you listen to this voice, let your body relax as though floating in space. Your breath blends with the galaxy's breath. Your heartbeat aligns with the star's rotation. And your mind, even if burdened, gradually melts into the cosmos's calm. Tonight, as you rest, the galaxy turns on. You are a small warmth in the dark, resting in a quiet, radiant sea. Feel it, everything around you slowing. Sounds soften, space expands. Every star, one by one, seems to whisper, "Sleep, child of light." And in that moment, you are not merely a human closing your eyes. You are the universe, sleeping within your form. The narrator's voice lowers, warm and slow, like the last light fading into a distant dawn. No explanations needed, no thinking required, just the feeling of being blended into something larger than yourself. Like a drop of water melting into the ocean, like a breath dissolving into the air, like a dying star whose light continues to live in the eyes of those who gaze upon it. You are made of stars, and the stars remember you. Now, as the galaxy slowly turns around you, as every wave of light, gust, and heartbeat of the universe merges into one, let your mind drift, light and without resistance. For you are returning home to where you began, to the primordial light in the hearts of the stars. The voice becomes almost a breath. Good night, traveler of the stars. Sleep well. The universe is watching over you. And thus, the music ends not with an explosion, but with a note that fades into silence, leaving a gentle space in the listener's mind. In that space, there are no questions, no fears, only the feeling of belonging, a deep, primal sense that you have always been part of this universe, and the universe has always been part of you. We are not the observers of the cosmos. We are its heartbeat. And as you drift into sleep, let the Milky Way continue to turn. Let the stars lull you with their softest light, and know that every breath you take is part of the universe's endless music.